Hi, where are you from? Who are you and where are you from?
My name is Matt Moretti. I'm from Portland, Maine.
And I understand you own a business around here.
We own a mussel company and kelp farm. Mussel farm and kelp farm.
And we're standing at it, right?
Yeah, we are.
And you're a lifelong person that's lived here in Maine?
Yeah, I've lived in Maine just about my entire life, and I grew up north of us, but now I'm living down in Portland.
And how have you seen the climate change in your lifetime?
Yeah, I suppose it's all anecdotal, but I feel like the winters have gotten warmer. Um, the snowfall has gotten less. I don't know if that's actually true, but I seem to remember like more snow when I was a kid compared to now that I'm old. In terms of Casco Bay, around us here, the water's this year in particular is warmer later than it has been in the past. We're seeing more species that we haven't seen here before, particularly from the
Like what?
south. Well, we're seeing a lot of sea squirts, tunicates, what else? Green crabs. Green crabs have always been here, but they seem to be more of a problem now than they used to be. Not always. They're an invasive species, but they're causing a lot more issues now than they have in the past. Um, yeah, things have become more dynamic. When we first started mussel farming 10 years ago, there was sort of a schedule to things that we could count on. And in the last few years, that schedule has gotten all upended, and it's harder to predict when things will happen. So we've had to be more adaptable to handle that change.
Has there been a change in the number of mussels and so forth that you are picking up?
So we farm mussels.
Oh, I see.
The the wild mussel populations, from what I understand, have been shrinking, at least in the places where we traditionally look for them, um, which we've noticed. But our seed supply has been good so far, which is basically mussels spawning, producing larvae, and that's the foundation of our farm. We protect them and grow them to market size.
Has it been hurting you at all? I understand the bay's been warming.
The bay has been warming. Well, the first impact of warmer water is faster growth. So things will grow faster. You can reach the upper limit where that starts to be a bad thing, for sure. I don't think we're there yet, hopefully, but other things grow faster as well. So the things that we have to deal with, like tunicates, and barnacles, and algae, things that are nuisance to us that we have to expend energy to avoid or get rid of on our mussels, they're growing faster too. So it's a double-edged sword. Um,
Have there's been weather swings, wilder weather swings, or anything like that?
yeah, I mean,
Sea rise?
we haven't we haven't been measuring any of these changes on the farm yet. We haven't been, that finely paying attention. So it's harder to see it sort of anecdotally than with a measured approach.
And what do you think should be done then? Do you think there's anything that you can do or that you would support? Should the country do more? More countries do more? Or
Yeah, I
as the
mean,
individual?
we should limit our output of greenhouse gases for sure. We should try to reverse that process somehow, taking carbon out of the atmosphere. I mean, we feel it on the ocean, or we should be feeling it on the ocean even more than in the atmosphere, because a lot of the carbon from the air is absorbed into the ocean, making the ocean more acidic, which is particularly bad for shellfish. I know they've been dealing with it in the shellfish industry on the West Coast a little longer than us because of their geography. But hopefully we can employ some of their techniques to help us farm shellfish further into the future on the East Coast as well. But that's not a good strategy. Yeah, we need to limit the damage. We need to reverse the damage if we can. It's actually interesting. One of our species that we grow, kelp, actually sucks carbon out of the water just by growing. Right, it absorbs that directly from the water, which can have a impact on the local water chemistry around it. So it can produce less acidic seawater around the kelp farm. And so we've been co-culturing kelp and mussels together so that the mussels can benefit from that. And it's interesting because it's like the only local scale mitigation strategy that we've really found that has worked so far for a global problem. So we can have a little bit of an impact on our local ecosystem, our local community, even though this overarching climate change issue is a global problem. So it's nice to have a little bit of effect on that.
Well, that's amazing. On a scale of 1 to 10, how concerned are you about climate change?
I'm concerned. I'm certainly concerned. You're paying very close attention.
Any final comments or thoughts? Well, this day, the 7th of November, here in Portland, Oregon, I thank you very much, Matt.
Portland, Maine.
Portland, Maine. All right, that might be a common issue. And there we go. That's one of your ships right there. Well, thank you very much.